Hello, my name is Rio, and in this video, I'm going to be drawing 6 characters. Sorry about that cat jump scare at the beginning, by the way. To determine which characters I'm going to be drawing, I have this little digital spinny wheel thing. Most of the characters here were suggested by family members, but I also snuck a few of my own favorite characters on here, just to make it a little more exciting. The first character the wheel selected was Annabeth Chase from the book series Percy Jackson! Yay! Woohoo! I was hoping I'd get Annabeth. Some of the first digital drawings I'd ever done had been of Percy and Annabeth, and yeah, they looked like this. What a beautiful highlight in Percy's hair. I first read the books when I was around 11 years old, and I'd only ever read the first book, which I did really like, and I drew the characters from it a lot. So I'm not really sure why I didn't read the rest of the books, but flash forward to around maybe almost 2 years ago, I was at a bookstore and they had the books there, and my mom was like, "Hey, did you read the rest of the books in that series?" And I was like, "No," and she was like, "Well, maybe you should." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe I should." So I bought the rest of the books and loved them. It's probably one of my favorite book series as of right now. It's just something about them, it just reminds me of only good memories. When I had first read them, Annabeth was my favorite character, and she is still one of my favorite characters. She's just so cool. Tell me who else has a hat that can turn them invisible. I mean, probably some other people, but she's the coolest one, okay? Oh, and by the way, if I sound a little bit sickly, that's because I am. I am a sickly Victorian child. I'm wearing pants with dogs on them, and the reason for that is I'm sick, I have the flu. If anyone somehow got that reference, then they're my new best friend. For some reason, drawing Annabeth's ponytail was way more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. I must have redrawn it 5 times. I was also trying to get her to look as close to how I imagined her as possible. Obviously, that's probably what you would want when you're drawing a book character. It's not exactly how I imagined her, but it's pretty close. So now I'm coloring it in. Coloring is my favorite part of this whole thing. Sketching and lining it are okay, but it can get pretty boring. Coloring it is the most fun for me, and maybe the most fun for you to watch. It's just like watching a character come to life right in front of you, like, wow, it's in color. Color cable TV, I don't know. I added the gray streak in her hair from book 3, if you know, you know. And now here comes the background. I barely ever draw backgrounds, so definitely need to practice that. I actually added the background after I drew a bunch of other characters on the page, so you can kind of see the arm of a character next to her. We'll see that character later, but for now, just adding some lighting and finishing touches. And here she is! I like it, yeah! Now let's go back to the spinning wheel and find out the next character. And the winner is Steve Harrington! Woohoo! So far, this spinning wheel has been very kind to me. I mean, come on, it's Steve the Hare Harrington from Stranger Things. In my most recent video, I know I mentioned that my sister is obsessed with Stranger Things, but shh, don't tell her. I am too. I mean, not really, not as much as her, but it's more of a secret. I don't tell anyone, but I'm telling you, so shh, don't tell her. She's gonna watch this video. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm admitting it. Before I drew this, I was on Pinterest looking at photos of Steve Harrington for the drawing, not for any other reason at all. I could have drawn any Steve. There's so many Steves. Why are there so many Steves? I don't know. I could have gone with this, or 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 even this. But I went with this. This is the so-called babysitter Steve, I think. I gotta draw him with the bat. It's iconic. I'm actually seeing the actor who played Steve Harrington, Joe Keery, in concert in a few weeks. I might faint, I might throw up on the floor. I won't throw up on the floor, that'd be mean. I think if I think about it too much, I might just explode, like, phew, I'm gone. So if I suddenly stop talking and you hear a loud explosion, yeah, that was me, sorry. My sister won't stop calling me Jonathan because of my hair. My hair apparently looks like this. It doesn't. It's not as greasy. I mean, yeah, it's not. It doesn't look anything... Okay, maybe it looks a little bit like it. But I'm not Jonathan. He is not me. We are not one and the same. I don't take pictures of people through their windows like a little creep. For the coloring of this one, I did more of a sort of painterly style. I like how his hair turned out in the end. It's very layery. Layery and beautiful. I was gonna go back and fix up a few things, but by the end I'd forgotten to do that, so it looks a little bit unfinished in my eyes. Nevertheless, still my favorite drawing on the page. The man, the myth, the legend, Steve Harrington. Next up to be drawn is Elphaba from Wicked, the musical. Another really good character. I love the musical Wicked. I think it was one of the first musical soundtracks I'd listened to. Probably not the first, but maybe the first Broadway soundtrack. I remember being really young and having a sleepover with my cousin, and she just showed me the song Defying Gravity, and I was like, oh yeah, this is good, this is great. I went to New York City a couple of months ago and was actually lucky enough to get to see Wicked on Broadway. The set design was crazy. The costume design was crazy. The voices, there were like flying monkeys flying around. I watched the movie on New Year's Eve and loved it. I was surprised at how much it was faithful to the musical. Almost all the lines I remember from the musical, and it really just felt like I was back there watching it live. I didn't realize they were going to be doing like a part 1 and a part 2, so when it ended on Defying Gravity, I was like, what? I'm really excited for part 2, even though I already kind of know what happens. Well, maybe I don't actually know what happens. Maybe the writers will add a plot twist or something. I know in the outfit I put her in, she doesn't wear the glasses with them, but I really like those glasses on her, so there they go. I realized halfway through drawing this that she kind of looks like she would be one of Shrek's children. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't say that. That's rude to Elphaba. I'm sorry, Elphaba. I just mean that I think the tone of green that I used for her skin looks a little bit like the Shrek tone and not so much the Elphaba tone. Is that even a thing, a Shrek tone and an Elphaba tone? Maybe I'm being a little too nitpicky. She took the longest to draw out of all the characters. I started drawing her at the peak of my brain fog thing when I was 6, so I just kept erasing stuff and redrawing it and erasing it and redrawing it. It took hours to draw her for no reason, until finally I decided to let it be and call it done, because it was just taking way too long for one character. I did not like how the design on her shirt looked. I thought it looked too scaly, so I went back and redrew that to make it look more swirly and magical and less repetitive. Definitely the right choice to make. Look at her, she's wicked, get her! Yeah, there she is. The fourth character to draw will be Beth Harmon from The Queen's Gambit. A chess player, I think, is a really interesting concept for a show. I've never seen any other media or anything that portrays chess players as anything but like boring old people or stereotypical nerds. And Beth is obviously neither of those things. Watching this show made me want to write a story about a chess player. I soon remembered though that I don't know anything about chess. I don't know, it made the scenes where she was playing chess look super interesting, even though most of the time I had no idea what was happening. For her pose, I just referenced the cover of the show, her leaning over the chessboard, and for the outfit, I used this green outfit as a reference. I think the green works well with her hair color, and I used green in most of the other characters, so it makes the page more cohesive, I think. There's this one quote from this show that my mom and I always say. I think it's when Beth's mom is asking for her bottle of pills, she says, "My tranquility needs refurbishing." It's just such a silly way to ask for a bottle of pills, and I love it. I added this really dramatic lighting behind her, like a spotlight, and then I drew a king piece behind her, and then I was like, wait, the shadow should be a queen piece because it's the Queen's Gambit. Why didn't I think of that? How quickly do you think you would lose playing chess with Beth Harmon? I think I would lose before I even moved a piece. Somehow she'd find a way. Who's next? Sam from Lord of the Rings. I wish I was a hobbit. I wish I was a hobbit all the time. I basically am already a hobbit, just not as small. Well, maybe. I'm halfway through the Fellowship of the Ring, and it's so good. Why did nobody tell me that Sam's dad's name is Ham? That's amazing. I think I should name my child Ham. That's just such a great name. I love the movies, but so far I feel like the books will be even better, maybe. That might be a popular opinion. I don't know. If you've read the Lord of the Rings books or seen the movies, or both, which one is your favorite? I can't have an opinion yet. I haven't finished the books. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many of my favorite characters. Sam's my favorite character from Lord of the Rings. Surprisingly, I've never drawn him before, so I kept messing up on his face. That's okay though, no failure, no learning. Now I really want to rewatch the movies. I'll have to wait until I finish the books. Look at him, like an angel with a glowing halo around his head.
It's me. It's your Sam.
I think this is the final one, right? Yeah, yep, this is the final one. And it is Marla Singer from Fight Club. I haven't seen Fight Club yet. I will. She was suggested by my mom. I find it difficult to draw a character when I don't really know their personality, and since I've never seen Fight Club, I don't know Marla's personality, but her personality kind of shows in the way she presents herself. Like, you can kind of tell what her personality is just by looking at her, or at least that's what I think. I haven't seen Fight Club, so I don't know. I could be completely wrong. She was fun. I like her hair, her little pigtail at the top of her head. I drew this while I was listening to a podcast. It was just like really relaxing, and I was so excited to get this done because I'll just blame it on my sickness because I'm still a little bit sick, as I previously mentioned. It had taken me 2 weeks to just draw 6 characters. What was going on with that? At least my brain fog is gone now. I just drew Marla in the background from this photo because that's the first one I saw. Smoking a cigarette, don't smoke. Smoking is bad for you, don't do it. I thought I wasn't gonna even finish the challenge and I was gonna give up because in October, before I had this channel, I tried this challenge and had given up on it even though it was almost done. So yay, I finally finished it. Here's the finished drawing. And here's the whole finished drawing. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much to Packaged Sen for drawing my bird Franny. It made me really happy, thank you. And it's so cute too. If you want to, feel free to subscribe. I wouldn't be mad. If you've made it this far into the video, comment, "Sam loves potatoes." See you later, and thank you.